What's up guys, another day at the gym, another day here. Quite repetitive, I know, just the whole kind of thing of going to the gym is repetitive, but if you want results then consistency honestly is key with anything. So if you keep sticking to the same split and you're coming here like however many days out of the week that you need to come here and you keep working hard, that consistency will pay off. So anyway, here it's Monday, probably favourite day for the gym because it's chest and arms, so Monday and Thursday that is. Yesterday was weak point day, but I didn't actually, I'm kind of guilty and I'm going to be honest, I didn't do my weak area, which was my shoulders. I actually did probably my strongest area, which was my back. I've been debating whether or not to put back and shoulders together for like the third day out of the week together on Sunday, but I'm thinking I need to make it just a weak point day. So not weak points as in like one side of the body being bigger than the other, because everyone has kind of like a dominant arm. Like one person's bicep will probably be bigger than their other bicep. It's like that for most muscle groups, so I wouldn't consider that a weak point. Obviously it is, because like it's a difference that you need to improve, because everything needs to be in proportion and symmetrical, but it's not so much of a improvement because it's not something that you need to put on another day, because it's just a case of the days that you are training, that just kind of manipulating the training to change those results. So if you're doing quad extensions bilateral, so you're doing both legs each time you do quad extensions, try changing it up and do like one leg at a time doing unilateral movements. That's the same for anything. If you have your left long head of your tricep bigger than your right, then instead of doing like close bench press, which you'd usually do, or like skull crushers, switch it up and do like dumbbell skull crushers. But anyway, the actual weak point day that I'm talking about is when like one whole muscle group is out of proportion to rest. So for me, that is my shoulders and maybe my chest. But I'm thinking my chest is improving enough just from the normal sessions that I've been doing, because I'm bulking. I've noticed a big difference already. My shoulders are just kind of behind in growth overall, so that's my weak point day. So if you've got one area of the body, one muscle group that's just behind everything else, then make a weak point day so that you're training that more frequently, and the progress will come quick because that will be growing more rapidly than all the other stuff is. So just manipulate your training like that and you can bring things up and kind of slow down the growth of other things, so that your physique stays in proportion and the best that it can look, because that's what you want when it comes to really competing in men's physique, which is one of my goals. So you're going to go in, hopefully go strong on the bench, and yeah, let's see what happens. Right, okay guys, just got home. Didn't show you any workout footage yet because my camera actually died after recording 2 sets, and that's why I'm only recording now, because I left one of my batteries here on the desk before I went out. Didn't realise that the other one was really low on charge, so I think I got 2 good clips of me on the bench. So I'm going to play them now, and I want you to kind of notice the first set and then the second set. Now first set I think I got 4 reps, and then the second set I managed to get 6, or whatever the first clip was there, that might have been the second set. I know that I got 4 reps on one set, but I managed to get 6 on the other set, which was risky because I didn't have a spot. So I did risk really like injuring myself and having the bar crush me. But the fact that like changing my foot placement, because that's what I did between those 2 sets, made all the difference. I actually had my legs wider apart, and that really supported me on the bench and made my strength a lot better. So I'm slowly but surely finding different things that really help me with my strength there. So slowly but surely getting stronger. I did 70 today for 6 reps of like the maximum that I did the whole session, and I'm kind of gutted that I didn't have my camera recording the whole time, because I actually went for even more reps the next time, and went for the 7th rep, and it literally took me about 10 seconds to push it up. Like I was struggling that much. You know when you get like halfway up with the rep and you genuinely think like the bar's just gonna crush you, I was well scared. I was thinking, oh crap, like I don't have a spot, there's no one near me that can even see if I'm gonna crush myself. Like how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to make myself look like an idiot and like throw the weights off, or like have the bar lay on the bench and me crawl out. But luckily, kind of messing up my form a little bit, I took my bum off the bench. I think I really used my legs to push the weight up. I managed to get that 7th rep, but almost end my life by doing it. But yeah, just gonna go shower now, so I'm gonna take this hat off that's hiding my terrible hair. See you guys later. What's up guys, welcome back to another vlog and again another workout commentary. Gonna try and keep this one fairly short. I know I always say that, but this one's literally only gonna be a couple of minutes because I don't want to make the video too long for you to have to watch. So started off this workout with shoulders. We were doing the weak point day that I would have stated at the beginning of the video. I was meant to do the weak point day a couple of days before, but because I was training with Luke and Max, they wanted to do back. They'd already done shoulders the day before. I figured, you know what, I'll just do shoulders on back day but miss out back, so I switched things around instead. Started off with hammer strength. I wanted to do 2 pressing movements going into this workout and then 3 just some kind of pulling or fly movement. So as you can see there, we did the hammer strength isolateral machine there, so using both hands kind of independently but moving them at the same time. With that, really focusing on going quite slow because I found that I could do heavier weight, but I wanted to get 15 reps and make sure that it was like really targeting the muscle and I was really engaging my mind to muscle connection. So did that, then went on to something similar, kind of more front delt focused because the bar was in front of my neck opposed to being to the side and in line with my shoulders, just like with a dumbbell press would be. After that, went on to the rear delt fly, so we used the pec deck here, but we did it the opposite way around. Now notice where my hands are, and then the next clip where you see where Luke's hands are. You can do these differently, and the only reason that Luke's doing them in a different place is just because he's comfortable doing that, and because I think that he's actually got longer arms than me, so I'm able to hold like the top of the handle and it not really feel like my arms are becoming more bent than they should be. But it's all about finding what's comfortable for you, and you could also do these kind of more protracted. Like I see a lot of people that kind of twist their hands really far in so that you can target your rear delt really isolating it and taking the lateral head of the shoulders out of it. And then this last clip here was literally just doing standing dumbbell front raises, doing one at a time but holding the weight. With this, you just want to make sure that you're not using too much momentum, so keeping yourself firm. I find that tensing your glutes, keeping that core tight, just doing one at a time, making sure that you're only really moving the shoulder, keeping your arms locked. That's the best way to approach these. And then I also did seated lateral raises to finish off, but we didn't record those. So that was a workout. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this video and like this commentary, and I'll catch you next time. Just stopped by Tesco on the way back from the gym for a little post-workout meal. Got some of this spicy chicken pasta, if that's actually going to focus. And then of course I got one of these monsters there. Don't know if you guys can see that because it's a pretty big ass box, but just got home from having my food from Tesco that I bought, that pasta pot, and I've also got a lot of food in here. I'm just going to bust this open and show you some of the stuff that I've got and basically what this company is about and where I got it all from. So if you haven't already figured it out by the name of the company and all of these boxes I've got here, Prepp'd is a kind of a food prep company, so professionally prepared by actual chefs. They make these meals. It's not just like chicken, broccoli, rice, it's actual like this one here is white wine chicken. They've got some others here, kung pao chicken, spaghetti bolognese, and I'm actually going to try this one tonight. So I've never actually had any of their products. They followed me on Twitter first, and that's how I found them. They followed me. I looked through some of their pictures, some of their recipes and their prices, and figured, you know what, it's pretty well priced, and I've never actually tried any company like this. I did buy pasta, so I'm going to wait a little while so I can actually have like a proper meal to see how it is, but I think tonight I'm going to try the spaghetti bolognese one here. So you can actually see on the top there, they say the macros, the portions, and basically everything that you'd need to know if you were tracking macros, which most people that will be buying this are doing. And so far, without even having tried any of their food, I can tell that it's a pretty professional company. I mean, the reason the box was so big is because they had all these ice packs in it, so it's kind of like when you order stuff from Muscle Food and that, if you've ever ordered from there, they pack up the box with like this polystyrene bubble wrap ice packs to keep it all cold, because obviously they're shipping it. Keeps the food fresh, and they also give you this note on top which tells you the best before date if you freeze it and if you don't freeze it. Now these are only dinner meals here, so that's why I've only got like, how many have I got here? I've got about 6 because I wanted to just try like their actual biggest meals first, because like dinner's usually the biggest meals that they would prepare. But they also do things like brownies. I think they did protein churros, which I really want to try. They might do cookies, I'm not sure. They just do a whole range of breakfast snacks, just general small snacks you can have in the day. I got all of this here, this 6 meals here. When you buy them, you can choose what day it gets delivered, and you can actually choose if you want that on like a weekly basis, and how many days out of the week you want meals for. So this is for 5 or 6 dinner meals. But yeah, catch up with you guys a little bit later on and give my honest opinion of this spaghetti bolognese. Okay guys, it's been a couple of hours since I've had my little pasta pot that I bought at Tesco's. Quite hungry to be honest, so I'm actually going to give this one a go, the spaghetti bolognese. The macros, as you can see there, 45, sorry I can't read this backwards, 46 protein, 47 carbs, and then 27 fat. So that's a pretty good mixture of all the macros. Fat's a little bit high, but it's kind of expected with the kind of meal that it is. Obviously some of them are going to be really low in fat, slightly higher in others, but it actually says on the front of each one specifically for that meal kind of what's in it. So it says high protein, healthy fats, no added sugar, and low GI carbs. So not very sugary, simple carbs. It's mostly made up of complex carbs, and I think that's because this is actually whole wheat spaghetti. But yeah, just going to try a little bit of it now, get a little bit of everything on there. Yeah, that's honestly pretty nice. It doesn't taste like a ready meal, like if you were to go to Tesco's or Sainsbury's or something and get like a ready meal spaghetti bolognese. So it kind of proves that it is actually, I guess, homemade. Well, not homemade, but it's actually made by people, not machines. So yeah, I like it. I think it could do with a bit of cheese on the top, like a sprinkle of cheese. So maybe they could add something to certain dishes like this, like a little packet of cheese on the outside that you can sprinkle on it yourself, and the nutritional information for that. Honestly think it's quite nice. Tastes just like if you were to make it yourself, but obviously me personally, if I was to try and cook this, I would probably mess it up and it wouldn't taste anywhere near as good. I've also noticed a few things about the packaging. It actually says here on the side on each of the boxes, it's kind of like a slogan that they've got. It says you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start in order to be great, So as well as providing you with healthy meal options, they also provide you with motivation. It's also got the nutritional facts on the bottom, see that little square above my finger, and it's also got the cooking instructions, allergy advice, so if it's got gluten in it, nuts, stuff like that, the ingredients. So it's extremely detailed, and that's always good with products, especially with food products. It even tells you the use by date and like the kind of storage advice and instructions. So like if you were to put it in the freezer and then defrost it, you'd have to eat it within 5 days. So yeah, all in all, really do like this company. I'm actually, before it gets cold and I keep talking, I'm actually going to go downstairs, get a bit of cheese to sprinkle on there, some tiger bread as well, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. And that's also going to conclude this video. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I've somehow encouraged you to go check this company out. It's called Prepp'd, just again there, that little green, there we go. And yeah, check them out. Maybe try some of the snacks, let me know what you think of those, because I haven't tried those yet and they look pretty good. I really want to try the protein churros. I'm gonna leave the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stick around for more, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next video.